Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Oh, I don't have your lovely wee faces in front of me. There we go. Um, Lovely to see everybody here. I'm going to go down and say a quick hello to the people that are here. So there's a couple of comments from me. Kristen, hey Kristen, how you doing? We've got our lovely handsome Chris from Barely Balanced Tarot. Hey Chris, how are you? Got Joe from Behind the Veil. I've got Kristen again, sorry. We've got Kimberly from As Found Kimberly. Let's see, I've got the lovely Danielle from Three of Cups Eclectic Tarot. Um, and I've got Tarot and Tarantulas. I don't know you, Tarot and Tarantulas. Welcome. It's lovely to have you here. Um, if you've got a first name that you would prefer we use, then let us know what it is. Otherwise, you'll be Tarot and Tarantulas. Um, Let's see if I got anyone else that's here. No, we don't. Okay, so hey everyone, you'll all know why we're here. We're here to raise some money for the Red Cross, who are providing essential aid to the people suffering in Ukraine. But first of all, I said that I was going to announce the giveaway winner this week, so I'm going to do that quickly. I've got everything ready on screen. Now, Taro and Tarantulas, you've added your comment in quite recently, so I've caught that. But I'm just going to refresh my page here and just make sure there aren't any additional comments that I've not caught. So Taro and Tarantulas, so 12 comments. So I think that we're good. Oh, no, that's not a button I wanted to press. Not at all. Don't want to break the internet. Did I see Debbie? Yeah, Debbie, hey, how you doing? Um, Okay, so yeah, as you can see in front of us, if you've seen me do this before, then you'll kind of know the situation. There was only 8 entries, believe it or not. So I've got 8 of you here to pick from. If you believe that you entered and your name is not here, then please let me know just now. Hey Laurie, how you doing? But other than that, we've got Debbie from Aquarius Owl. So I'm hoping you can see your numbers down the side here. So Debbie, you've got number 1, Angie's got number 2, Donna number 3, we've got Beth from Aspasia Rising is number 4, we've got John West number 5, I've got Danielle from Three of Cups is number 6, I've got Nicole number 7, and I've got Tarot and Tarantulas number 8. So yeah, I don't see anyone. Oh, Kristen's already got it. That's why you've not entered. Cool. I don't see anyone saying I should be in there and I'm not. So I'm going to quickly do this so that we can press on. Okay. So here we go. Drum roll, please, everyone. And I will press the spin button. And I'm taking it you all know how this works. I press the spin button. It does an exciting spin thing, and then we see what number and who is the winner. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. You probably can't even hear that, but it's making a very exciting noise. Debbie, Debbie from Aquarius Owl is our winner. Number 1. Lucky number 1. How's that? So Debbie, if you want to send me a wee private message or something, and I'll get your address and stuff, and I can get that sent over to you. But congratulations on being our winner. So I no longer need this, so I can actually just remove this. Let's see. Let's remove screen 3. Yes. Hey, right. So now I can shove you over there. Sorry, I'm just getting myself situated, getting myself sorted. So we're going to be doing readings for the entire live today, everyone. I have the YouTube chat on my left, and I've got the StreamYard chat on my right. So if you're asking a question for the cards, then please either tag me at Elemental Cartomancy or put it in capital letters so that it's obvious on the StreamYard chat, and we'll get it. I'll catch you. So I'm going to reduce my face as it very much were. And let's see how we're doing zoom wise. I probably want to fix that. Let's see. So bear with me a moment. I'm just going to add in my remote here. And I always need to take it out and then add it back in. It's really annoying. So remote, there we go. So now I can remotely do things, exciting things like zooming in and out and even messing about with the lighting features and stuff. So that's quite cool. But I think this should do us for now. I can turn the ring light on if we need more light on the cards. So starting off with my trusty Lightseers Tarot, favourite deck. I kind of use this one all the time. It's the one that I'm most used to. So yeah, start off with a good old riffle shuffle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come into the chat here and I'm going to put my PayPal ID, my PayPal username, so is that anyone who wants. So the way that I'm doing this, I can donate through my work and I can get. I'm not sure if they're doubling it or if they're tripling it. There've been some mixed communications about that, but anyway, I can donate through my work and I can get it added on to anyway. Um, so I'm encouraging people to donate, just donate via my PayPal, and then I will donate it all in a winner through my work, and get the additional monies that my work are putting to it. If you're maybe not comfortable with that, if you would rather just donate to the charity itself, then if you look at I think you'll be able to get the description of this video. I've put a link to the Red Cross kind of the DEC appeal thing. You'll be able to donate directly there. But I'm going to pop my PayPal in here. And I'm going to pin the comment. So to donate, so to donate via PayPal, and I'll just. I can get a link and put a direct link to the kind of a donate thingy. I'm just going to put my PayPal username and you guys can work it out from there. So hopefully that works. Well, it will work if you use that because there's a couple of people that have already sent me some stuff, and I've seen it come through. Now the issue that I have, guys, is now where is it? Um, I did have it's there. So PayPal logs me out. It's timed me out, and I need my phone to be able to log into it to get the code. Um, and of course, I'm using my phone for the table camera, so I'm not going to be able to stay logged into PayPal. So it would have been good if I could keep letting you know how much we've raised. I know that as of the start, when I last checked, it was £125 sterling that I had to put towards it. But because it's timed me out and I can't get back in just now, I'm not sure. We're not going to be able to keep a track of it. But anyway, um, without further ado, I feel as though I'm dragging this introduction out. I hope that I've kind of done everything that I need to do. I was going to pin that comment, wasn't I? Replace pinned message. Message pinned. Right, okay. So we're sorted. Right. Who has got a question for me? Let's kick off. So I'm encouraging donations. It's not strictly necessary. I'm just encouraging people to donate to the cause if for your reading or if you want a reading. But obviously I'm not kind of monitoring it or anything like that. It's really up to you guys. I'm not seeing any particular questions in the chat just now. Can't seem to scroll, which is annoying. It's fine because I can scroll in the StreamYard chat. So Laurie came in. I think I saw, did Simon come in? Hey Zane, I can see Zane. And oh, I can also see Simon. Hey Zane and Simon, how you both doing? So thank you very much to everyone for being here. Obviously, I really appreciate, as always, but obviously this is a bit of a special one. Um, Wood Thrush Cottage, Diane, how you doing, Diane? You're very welcome, Debbie. I'm just scanning for, yeah, Simon. This was Metallic Edges. I've just seen. This was a Winsor and Newton metallic. To be honest, it still comes off on my fingers when I use it. And well, how long ago was that I edged this? But yeah, it does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Deanne's here. Hey, Deanne. Can't stay long, but wanted to pop in and say hi. And oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you very much. What I can do actually is I can log into my emails because that emails me anytime someone donates. So it does. So let's see. Let's just see. I'm not seeing any questions yet, so I don't think I'm messing anyone about. Right, okay, so I can see now. I'm not sure if people want me to say that they've donated or not, so I'm not going to unless people specifically say, but I can see that a few people have donated, so thank you so much to everyone who's donated so far. Um, Pop that there and stick you there. Okay. So we've got Deanne. Danielle says, I'm on my phone and your comment hit is not a link. I can actually link on your comment is not actually a link that I can click on for your PayPal. Is there another way? Yeah, see, that it's not going to take you to my PayPal directly, and I don't know if there's a way that I can do that. But if anyone can provide me with some assistance, um, then by all means, let me know if there is a way. But yeah, Kristen, I saw that. Thank you so much. Um, and you're kicking me off with my first question, right, Daniel? Though I want to at least try and help. I'm not going to be able to get into PayPal. Geez. What if I just no? Because then if someone's coming in, it just looks like a random email address up at the top, doesn't it? Ah, damn it! I should have thought this through better. I'm not going to be able to get back into PayPal to get some sort of link there. If anyone can help me here with what I should do, then please do, because I don't want everyone who's on a phone to not be able to. Um, yeah, we'll do Kristen's question and then we'll see if it's going to be a. So Danielle, for Danielle, highlight it and click Control C. I see Danielle's on her phone though, aren't you, Danielle? Yeah, on your phone, so there's no Control C. I think depending on what kind of phone you use, you can kind of like hold your finger on the email address, and if when it highlights, you can copy it and then go to PayPal and do it that way if that helps. But ah, right, Kristen. So this might be good for a roundtable reading, but what can I do to feel more personal agency in the writing the story of my own life? So, do you mean that? Can I just ask before we start pulling cards for that? Do you mean that figuratively, Kristen? When you say writing the story of my own life, do you mean figuratively, as in living your life and letting it play out, or do you mean literally, like you are trying to write memoirs or a story or something like that? Let me know before I start reading, just so I know what what you mean. But is it like, the way, things are happening figuratively, right? Okay, okay. So just the way things are happening, you don't feel as though you're in the driver's seat and you're wanting to feel more in control, more personal agency, and writing the story of your own life, right? Okay. So what kind of a things can Kristen do in order to feel more personal agency and writing the story of her own life? Right, okay, so let's see. Whoops. Okay, we're starting off with the Two of Cups. Um, okay, might zoom out a wee bit more. Um, what I'm getting from this, Kristen, oh, sorry guys. What I'm getting from this is it feels very dependent on those around about you. That seems to be a bit of an issue. Now, there's no negativity here. Um, we're human beings. We kind of we have to have those connections with other people. It's in our nature. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're really kind of a naturally a reclusive person, it's in all of our natures to connect with people. That's kind of how we are. It's in our DNA, if you want to put it that way. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes we can become too reliant. Maybe not. Yeah, like too reliant to kind of our story playing out depends too much on what's happening around about us. You know, I feel as though I'm just repeating the question back at you here, but it's like you need to maybe not look so much to others when you're deciding when you're making these decisions. See the kind of a decisions that basically decide what our story playing out is going to be. Not look so much to those around about you. You need to be independent. Okay, you need to think about how far you've come to get to this point, and you need to kind of think, right, okay, well, what do I want? What is going to serve me best? What is going to serve my best purpose? That needs to be higher on your priority list. So right now, it's like Kristen is like kind of a down low priority, and responsibilities and everyone else is up high priority. And it's almost saying it's not like it has to go zoom and like nobody else matters. It's all about me. That kind of a thing. It's just there needs to be a wee bit of rebalance in there. So it's almost like kind of a like retraining yourself to just to being like, I'm important, and it is kind of a primarily I've got to care about myself first. And when I'm making these kind of a big decisions, I've kind of got to be at the forefront of my mind. And then it's kind of a what's around about me. I hope I'm making sense here. Um, the outcome that we see here is the Knight of Pentacles. So I would love to be able to say to you, Kristen, that tomorrow you're going to wake up and it's all going to be brilliant, but it seems to be more of a bit of a slow process. So it is going in the right direction. So it is, but it's one of these things that's going to right itself over time. It's not something where, there's like an easy fix where, oh yeah, well, it's that person, they're an arsehole and you just need to remove them from your life and everything will be fine. It's not like that. It's more kind of the little things that you kind of gnaw away at it over time, and slowly but surely you'll get yourself to a place where you'll feel more independent. You'll feel more confident. I mean, look at the confidence and independence and this Knight of Pentacles. You know, they're not even looking at the horse behind them. They've got that trust and that connection that the horse is just going to kind of follow behind them. They don't have it on like a leash isn't the right word for a horse, is it? But they don't have it on reins. That there's no physical connection there. There's just that connection of trust. Okay, but he's got there by putting himself first and foremost. That's how he's got to that place where there is this kind of a relationship of trust and stuff with those around about you. So yeah, I think it starts with kind of a rejigging that balance a wee bit, and kind of taking small steps and doing it slowly but surely over time, Kristen. So I hope that that is helpful for you. I hope that resonates. Let me see. Figuratively, if you put it separately in the description, will that help? Yeah, probably. Like if I just put my email address in. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Let's see. Don't mind me. So I'll just put a. So I'm going to put here, instead of PayPal details will be available in the live chat, I'm going to put my PayPal username is. Oops, for anyone who wishes to donate. So I'm going to hit save on that. So the description should have updated. So, but then I'm not sure if that's going to have the same issue, but you can let me know. Right, sip of tea. Eh? So, whoops, exactly. Life just sort of happens to me in a lot of ways, and I just sort of sit on the couch waiting for it to happen. Okay, okay, right. It resonates. I'm glad. I'm glad that was helpful. You have a PayPal link, don't you? Yeah. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to take my phone down and actually get into PayPal and get a link from it because that's just isn't going to work, is it? Right. What I'm going to do is I am going to. I you don't need to kind of. I don't want to use all motion sickness, so I'm going to do that. Grab this, and I'm going to log in over here. Stay logged in. Oh, I'm logged in. So what? No, no, I'm not. Sorry guys, talk amongst yourselves just while I get this sorted. When you log into PayPal, you'll see quick links at the top of your page. Click on paypal.me to get your link. Thank you, Ange. You're an absolute star. I did not know how to do that. Right. Oh. Mm. Oh, wow, we're already up to £283 and 33 pence. No, sorry, £238 33. Um, I can see a couple of you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Um, right. So where am I finding this? Is it more? I can't find this, Ange. I'm not able to find it. Um, that's a good point, Kristen. Sandy might know. I might actually shoot him a wee message and ask if he can come up and help me. Oh, technical issues, eh? At least I've not got like pure millions of questions all piling up. I would feel stressed if that was the case. Um, but I do want there to start with more questions as well. Um, Okay, on the phone, on the 3 vertical lines. So in theory, it should work similarly here, shouldn't it? So what if I do request, send request. Oh, create your PayPal.me profile. Create your profile. So do I not have a? I need to create a photo and everything. Not now. So you can set up PayPal.me, right? Okay. Right. So that's available. Done. Right. So how do I get the link? So copy link. And then if I post this in here, so someone click on that and tell me if it takes you to what we need it to take you to. And if it's not, let me know and I'll take it down pretty pronto. I think I might be sorted, by the way. I'm not even going to tell you what hand gesture was just made at me. You what, sorry? Think so. It works. Hallelujah. Right, now let me just replace pinned message. And we're cooking with gas, except I need to get you back on this. So let me just. Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. Gonna do that, and then we're going to put this like, oops, like that. Oh, no. But we're upside down now. That's the only issue. But that's easily fixed because I can just do transform, fit to screen, transform, rotate. Let's get my ugly face out the way. Right. Are we sorted? Or did we get there? Oh, oh, and the winner's already been announced. You were in the list, but our lovely Debbie from Aquarius Isle got there before you. That was more stressful than I think I let on, but I was really stressing out there. So I'm glad that we got that sorted. Thank you so much, Ange, for your help. Um, um, yeah, thank you everyone for your patience. What time are we on? We're on 9:30, so we're finally, I think, pretty much set up half an hour later. So happy days. And we're done with that reading. So how is everybody doing anyway? Is everybody doing okay? Have you all had a good week? Let me see. Oh, listen, Danielle, you've not caused any trouble. You've made me do something I had to do anyway because everyone would have had the same issue. So now it's done properly. So thank you for raising it. So let's see. No, mods don't have access to his personal PayPal account. That's private with bank information. Yeah. Um, yeah. Thank you very much, Debbie. Sheesh. Mhm. Dashboard. Let me. So that was Kristen's question. Um, did we have any other questions? I don't think we did yet. But if you do have a question, then please pop it in for me. See. Oh, Ange, I'm loving the yellow and the blue, the Ukraine colours. Amazing. Let's see. And that was where we got ourselves sorted. Thank you, Ange. Ah, let's see. We're all friends here, no stressing. I know, but you know what I'm like. Right, okay. I'll be reading tarot at a grand opening of a crystal store in early April. This is a first for me. Is there a big thing? Is there a big thing? Is there anything that I should consider? I was like, oh gosh, what does a big thing mean? So that's supposed to say anything I should consider. Okay. Um, for anyone who's got any kind of a non-cards advice for Danielle, then feel free to pop it in the chat, by the way, because I know that some of you guys have done this kind of a thing before. So, reading at the opening of a crystal shop, the Nine of Swords is flying out at me. So, the Nine of Swords, I know that we typically associate it with negative energy, and it very much can be, but it can also be a really positive force. It's at its core for me. It's about high mental energy, but we need to kind of direct it appropriately. We need to kind of direct it properly. So, I, I I want you to be mindful of the amount of pressure that you're putting yourself under. Um, when you're coming up to it and on the day, your mind is going to be going at a million miles an hour. Okay, um, but you can use that to your advantage. All right. When the Nine of Swords comes up for me, when I'm like working or I'm doing something like this, I know that I can turn it. I can use that. I can channel that in a positive way, but it's up to kind of a me to do that. So don't get too much in your head about things, and use that strong intellect, that strong mental energy, in a really positive way. So that flew out when I was shuffling. But let's see what we have. So I've got the yeah. It's all about confidence. I think this is going to be a real transformational thing for you. Okay, it's going to be a real game changer. I think that's what we're seeing with the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is it. Hmm, how can I explain? For me, I see this as being about a change in our view of what is valuable. Okay, so up until a point, we go through Ace, two, three, four. And we're learning, if you think about the discs, the pentacles, so we're learning the value of the stuff around about us, where we're putting value in, well, it's our safety, it's our material environment. It's our home, it's the roof over our head, it's all of this kind of a physical stuff around about us that, and to a point where we kind of a place value in the physicality of it. Five of Pentacles is a bit, there's a bit of a shake up. So there is, it kind of a, like, makes you see, oh well, home is actually where the heart is, that expression, or it doesn't really matter where I am or what I've got, as long as I have the people around me that I care about, or you, you, your your view on what you value changes. So there's going to be a bit of a shift in viewpoint. Okay, that's unstoppable, I think, and it might leave you feeling a wee bit, maybe in this kind of a five of discs or nine of swords kind of a way. It might make you, it might knock your confidence a wee bit to start off with, okay? But the advice here is the strength card, so don't let that kind of hold you back. You kind of take it for what it is, you embrace it at the time, but then you push through it, okay? And it's all about realizing that you've got it within you to do this, all right? It's all about kind of awakening that fire, awakening that confidence within you. And the judgment card is kind of a saying, it's really going to kind of your view on things is going to really transcend. It's going to really change things for the better for you in a way that you never really realized was possible, to be honest. Judgment is like an awakening type card for me. It's like the coming out of Plato's cave, or being unplugged from the matrix. It's like all of a sudden you're being hit with all of this stimuli that you never realized was possible. So I think that as we kind of go through it, as we get through the day, we see it being a really kind of a positive experience. I feel as though at the start, just with the nerves and stuff like that, it, you might be kind of tempted to question yourself and question your abilities, but the strength card is there to tell you that, you know, as much as we all falter, you've absolutely got it within you to do this. So you should be proud of yourself, be confident in what you're doing, and you're going to be absolutely brilliant. Okay. Um, okay. So I hope that was helpful, Danielle. If there's any kind of questions that you've got, um, based on what I'm saying, well, then let me know, and let me know if the readings resonate. It's always good to know if if it makes sense, or if it doesn't really resonate with you. Okay. Yeah, who was it said that? What a cool opportunity. I agree with Ange. I think it is really cool. I've never actually done that before. I've never read in like a shop like that, so that'll be really cool. Yeah, okay. I've got the lovely Laurie Kramer. It said, can I get a reading on what the rest of March holds? Of course you can. So where are we in March just now? We're on the 10th. Okay. So we've got about 3 weeks of March left, haven't we? Okay, let's pull some cards just for those weeks. So in the coming weeks, Laurie, I see being kind of a very like relatively active. We've got the fiery King of Wands here, which is all about kind of a taking control, being confident in yourself and taking control of what's going on around about you. Really kind of a getting your hands dirty. The King of Wands, you'll notice that although he's a king, he's not sitting on a throne. He's not sitting at all. He's standing. We get this real powerful feel from him, and we see the king, the lion behind them. So we get this really kind of a in control of everything, and still has that kind of a eye on the bigger picture, but he's a fiery king, he can't help but get involved. So it's a very active over the next week. Coming into the week after, we still see that activity, we still see all of that fire energy, but maybe starting to feel the joy of our hard work from the coming week, okay, with the sun, okay, because the sun is all about realizing, it's about looking at yourself and thinking, do you know what? Yeah, I did well there. I'm glad with what I accomplished, and I'm going to take this happy moment. I'm going to take this time to be happy for what I've done. So I think the next week is going to be quite busy for you. The week after that, you're going to kind of celebrate yourself, or you're going to just kind of be happy with what you've achieved. After that, we see a bit more of a rest. So coming towards the end of the month, we're seeing a bit more of a rest phase, where we're maybe not doing as much. Okay. Now we do have the Four of Cups coming out. When it comes to that, we all need to rest. We can't burn the candle at both ends. We can't all be constant, all of this fiery energy. This rest phase is absolutely necessary. But how many of you guys, I know I certainly do this. Through the week, I work, I mean, I work 40 hours a week over 4 days. I also tutor. I also take piano, and obviously I do stuff on YouTube. I do a lot with my week. But Sunday is my only day where I get to have a long lie. I've not got an alarm set to get me up in the morning. I can sleep as long as I want. But despite the fact that it's my only day, I still feel really guilty if I sleep past 9 o'clock. See, if I wake up and it's any later than 9, I feel so guilty with myself. I feel as though I've wasted the day. Um, And it's only 9 o'clock and it's only one day. And it's like, why did I do that to myself? And it's because like you feel guilty because you're that used to being so active, you guilt yourself for when you actually get a chance to take a rest. So my advice is don't do that. Okay. Use that rest time to reflect on how far you've come. Okay. And just kind of go within a wee bit. Take that. It doesn't have to be like absolutely nothing. Although I think that we all need our time to like vegetate, to watch shit TV and just do nothing. I think that that's necessary. I think we all need to spend some time doing that. Um, but like you don't necessarily need to feel as though you're doing absolute zero. The Hermit card is there to say, there's power in activity. Sometimes, you don't have to be physically doing stuff in order to be achieving something. All right. And then coming out at the end there, we've got that Fool card. So that's all about kind of throwing yourself into something new. So it's renewing the cycle. So we see this nice kind of a cycle of like high energy activity, being like pride and happy and joy and celebration, and then the kind of like taking that necessary rest, and the next three cards with the two fours and the hermit, and then the fool is kind of a renewing that, okay, throwing yourself into kind of another kind of a phase, another um stay logged in, thank you very much, another kind of a new month, I guess. A new month, that's what it will be, because you asked about the rest of the month. So yeah, there we go, Laurie. I hope that that was helpful. I hope that it relates, particularly that this with the next this coming week being a busy week, and then the next week being able to kind of celebrate that a bit. I hope that that resonates with you, and you can at least kind of know roughly what I'm talking about. Um, so yeah, thank you very much for your question. So Ange had some advice for Danielle. It was don't get too much in your head and be yourself. Get plenty of rest the night before. Meditate before you do readings and ground yourself. Be you and you'll shine. That's really nice advice, Ange. Um, get out of your head. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a very freeing experience for Danielle. Oh, thank you very much, Ange. You're a wee star. Um, like the fact that two majors came up. Um, feels really groundbreaking. I'm glad. Experience will really help you grow as a reader in ways that only in-person readings can do. You've got this. Don't allow self-doubt to steal the show. Debbie, question: how can I? Um, Game changer. My husband and I have not yet met my son's fiance's family. It could happen next month. How do I make a good impression? How do they make a good impression on you, Debbie, is what I want to know. That's what you should be thinking about. You're awesome. You don't need to worry about making a good impression on anyone. That's my biased answer. Let's see what my cards have got to say. So, okay. Oops. Right, let's see. Right. So, Debbie, so you might be thinking, what the hell are all these cards about? Why is he pulled six cards? What I've done here is I've done your, your side, their side, and then they coming together. Okay. Now, when you look at the first two cards that I've pulled, like your side and their side, you think, "Oh, geez, oh man, like they're not very happy cards for what we're wanting to achieve here, are they?" But I think that this is representing your maybe your worries about it, or they're going to, what are they going to think of us? They're going to maybe look down their nose at us. Maybe they're not going to be interested. Maybe they're just I'm going to struggle to kind of grip their interest to relate to them. But look at the coming together card. The coming together card is the Empress. And it's just the Empress is just this kind of a beautiful card in this deck, in my opinion. I know not everyone kind of resonates with this type of imagery for the Empress, but it just kind of takes both of these energies and transforms them. Look at the moon energy coming in there. We've got that water. Um, it just kind of takes both of these and it basically says, what the hell were you worried about? Look how amazing and how productive. Look, the Empress is all about creativity. It's the power that you get when you kind of have two opposite forces come together and create a third entity that neither one could have created on their own. Yeah. So I think that not only are you going to get on well, but it's going to be like you're going to think, you're actually quite nice people. I would get on with you even if we didn't have to, even if it wasn't for our kids being engaged. I can actually vibe with you guys. I feel as though that's kind of the energy that we're getting when we're coming together. Okay, so the advice is the Nine of Pentacles. Just be confident. You know, you are. I mean, we all see you as an amazing person. The Nine of Pentacles, in particular, the bird in the Nine of Pentacles. We often see this bird even in the Smith way. That represents how hard you've worked to get to where you are. You know, you're not this kind of a we often associate this with the kind of a thievery, don't we? But the kind of a sneakiness, that is not who you are, and no one is going to see you as being anything like that, in any negative connotation. You're an established, mature, amazing person. You've worked hard to get to that stage and be that way, and that you just need to kind of have that confidence, okay? And the outcome, we've got the King of Pentacles. So a very stable, secure outcome. I think that it's going to be, and man and his dog. That's what we say in Scotland. A man and his dog, a man and his dog. you know, like who could possibly get along better, you know. I think I think it's going to go really well, and I think you just need to have kind of confidence and maybe not concentrate too much on. Don't let your anxieties about it, or don't let like kind of your worries about how it's going to be take over. All right. We had the Page of Cups come up as well. That was just the kind of the situation card. Again, I think we're maybe seeing a wee bit of the worried that there's not going to be there's going to be a bit of a weird disconnect there. But as we can see, that's not the case at all. Um, Page of Cups is about coming into it's about like he's the new starter in the realm of emotions and relationships as well, isn't he? So I mean we could just be seeing that as the general significator of the situation. You know, you're coming into a new forming new connections and all that kind of a stuff. So yeah, you're going to be amazing. I think these are all going to get on like a house on fire. Um, and yeah, good luck. I hope that it goes well if it does go ahead. Okay, Donna, you've said and I should maybe have this one down at the bottom just so as that I can see. Okay, okay. Debbie, you can let me know how that was if that resonates. So you pulled the Knight of Cups 3 days in a row this week. Okay. So I physically can't sleep late because my brain is programmed. You all right? Okay, you're just commenting on a comment I made earlier. This isn't a question for the cards. Um, Even on vacation, it takes me until almost the end of the week to start to be able to relax and sleep in a bit. Yeah, I think I'm kind of the same. Um, hey Sandra, how you doing? Um, Thanks, Chris. That sounds much better than I was expecting. I'm looking forward to it now. Oh, good, good. I'm sure it's going to be a great rest of the month for you, Laurie. Oh, we love their daughter already. That's really sweet. That's really nice. What did Kristen say? Just be your intelligent, warm self, Debbie. Yeah, I agree. Okay. That's so heartwarming to hear that you developed such a close relationship with your son's fiance, Debbie. Yeah, I agree. I think that's really sweet, uh, and I'm sure you will appreciate it because I mean, at one point you were in her position, but it makes such a difference to her as well, you know, because that can often be quite scary, you know, meeting your other half's folks. I know it was for me, but my Sandy's parents, my folks-in-law are amazing, so they are. Um, like we just have such a laugh together, and they're um, just always really welcoming and stuff from the start. In fact, do I have other questions just now? I don't think I do. Right, okay. Donna's asked one down near the bottom, but let me quickly tell this story. So this was in my wedding speech, but I was this was the the night before Sandy's brother's wedding, and we were in the living room. Me and Sandy stayed over at his folks because it was near their house, and we were all kind of in the living room having a wee drink, having a chat, and just all kind of it was just like a big family get together. And I was having a spirited conversation with Sandy's mum, shall we say, and I at one point might have told her to fuck off in the most good-natured way. Um, and Sandy's dad turned round and said, "Did you just tell my wife to fuck off?" And I was like, oh no, I've crossed a line here and I didn't even realise there was a line there. I was like, I was like, "Right, I need to pretend to be confident here." So I was like, yes. And he said, "Welcome to the family, son." That was his response. So that kind of well, that was years after we started going out, but yeah, it's just it makes such a difference when nope, we want to stay logged in. PayPal, thank you very much. Uh, it's logged me up. It makes such a difference when you go on with your folks-in-law. So anyway, Regina's here. Hey, lovely Regina. It's so nice to see you. Um, love the coming together card. I love that Empress. Oh, that's good. That is a nice Empress, isn't it? Um, let's see. Oh, Malamir's here. Hey, Chris and all. Can't stay. Is still working, but just wanted to drop in to say hello and support. Oh, thank you so much. It's lovely to see you. Um, let me see. Where did I put my emails? I had my emails up somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, that remote's on the way. Gosh, I can see that quite a lot of people are donating. So again, thank you so much, guys. Every little helps. I so appreciate what you are doing. Yeah, really, really kind of you. So everything, every single penny that's donated is obviously going to the Red Cross. And as I say, I'm going to donate it through my work, and they're either going to double it or triple it. I think it's probably doubled now, because an email came out today and said that they were matching it pound for pound. So yeah. Anyway, Regina, question. Is it time to rip off the band-aid? Regina, I feel as though you're the queen of cryptic questions, where you ask a question and you don't tell me the context, but I love it. I love a challenge. I nearly swore there. We're not going to go there quite just yet. But I do love a wee challenge. So is it time for Regina to rip off the band-aid? Let's see. I mean, yeah, I think I want to say yeah, because the advice card here is the chariot, and that's all about kind of that embracing the hustle and the bustle and the high energy and, bringing those two horses into tandem, using your intellect, using your free will, and using, just your the power of your mind in order to bring those horses together. So if we kind of apply that to your question, is it time to rip off the band-aid? Yeah, because this isn't a now's the time to be conservative. Now's the time to kind of take a step back, take a wee rest. Don't put yourself under any unnecessary stress. No, no. Now's the time for you to get one black horse and one white horse and try and stand on top of a chariot and try and drive that chariot forward. Now's the time for you to take risks. Now's the time for you to fucking go for it. Okay. And then we're continuing with that and the Five of Wands. Now, we do see that's kind of a more balanced energy with the Six of Pentacles. I suspect that might be more offerings. That might mean more to you, Regina, than it does to me, because that's the situation card. That is the context, which is the kind of the bit that I'm missing. So it might be a financial thing that you're looking at, or maybe it's more about. I mean, the Six of Pentacles for me is there should be reciprocal energies. Um, who knows? Maybe it's like it's a some sort of exchange with someone else that we're talking about here. It's almost like feeling like we need to rebalance the scales a bit. Okay. But it seems to be the advice is to go for it. Grab the bull by the horns or the horses by the reins, and just drive that chariot forward. Go for it. Rip that band-aid off. Now, it might get you to a place where things are quite tense. You have got the Five of Wands as your kind of your more outcome card. So I'm not saying that it's all going to be sunshine and daisies after you rip off that band-aid. You're probably going to have some cause and effect consequences to deal with after you do that. But the advice here seems to be very much going in that direction. So yeah, that's the way that I would read this for you. I hope that that's helpful. And you can let me know if it resonates and if anything that I said about that Pentacles is in any way. You've probably told me like in the next comment or something what the context is. That always happens. Uh, it's good to be the queen, the queen of something. Right. Definitely feeling a little anxious, but I know that they love my son too. That's really sweet. Debbie, if his fiance is a good person and you love her, it's very likely, though maybe not guaranteed, she was raised by good people. That's really sweet. Yeah, thanks, Ange. You're a wee star. Um, I'm going to have to use my phone again to get logged back in, but what I'll maybe do is I'll maybe do that periodically. I can kind of log back in every now and then. But it's just I need to, it's two-factor and it does it by text, so that's why I need to use my phone. Donna says, maybe I need to ask, how can I learn to relax better so I can sleep late? Was that a question, Donna? Or were you just kidding on? Um, yeah, Donna, let me know. Are you actually, do you want, if you want me to pull cards for that, then I'm poised and ready. Ange, I really appreciate everything you're doing. Thank you so much. Yes, please. Right, okay. So, how can I relax better so that I can sleep late? Maybe I can take some steer from this as well. No, this is about Donna. How can Donna relax better so that she can sleep late? Right, okay. Interesting. So, the moon for me is like, so we all go through our lives, right? And uh, I'm not going to try and say, this is the percent that you're in control of, and this is the percent that you're not in control of, because to be honest, that's probably very individual. It'll be different for everyone. But what I probably can say with some amount of certainty is we all have to, you know, we all to some degree have aspects of our life that. We've got our ducks in a row and everything's kind of we're in control of it. But then there's always that stuff that just kind of no matter how much we try, we can never quite wrangle it. We can never quite get there, and it just seems that we're destined to like that stuff that's just not. It's not meant to have our focus on it or something. Um, and I feel as that the advice card here is the moon, and for me that is stop trying. So the moon describes that kind of a twilight zone, see, or the kind of a see when you feel as though like just nothing is the rules have all changed. I feel as though I'm in this situation where just nothing feels right. In the image we see someone who's sinking in water, and she's kind of a tangled up in her dress there, and she's struggling and struggling because that's the path that she's walked so far. It's like if you want to get anywhere, you need to work hard for it. Um, and that's kind of she's applying that knowledge from before to her current situation, but what she doesn't realize is that this is actually a time where no, you need to stop. I was going to say take a breath, but she's underwater, so she can't. But stop and just relax and let the buoyancy take you to the surface. Okay. Um, so it's like don't try and we need to try and learn to accept when the rules change on us. We need to not try and constantly change everything back to what we're familiar with. When we're having to step outside our comfort zones, we need to kind of almost try and embrace that a wee bit. Okay. Um, and that can lead us, and I suppose this is the fear, isn't it? It leads us to a place of conflict that we're not used to. It leads us to things change. there's conflict. We're maybe kind of coming up against new experiences and new people that we're just not used to having to experience. But I feel as though is that's the direction that it wants to take us in. Okay, so the two of swords is just a kind of a stalemate card, isn't it? It's the kind of a like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you don't know. There's that kind of a mental conflict there. That in two minds, I guess, literally. That mental duality, and it almost kind of a it's like it's we're coming to a loggerheads because we're trying to keep things as we know them, and we're not. I'm not doing this very much justice, am I? It's my words. I kind of know what I want to say in my head, but it's getting it into the vocabulary. Um, I hope that I said enough there though. And the moon card I think is key. It seems to be this kind of a embracing change, and the lack of embracing change, I suppose, is kind of a what is causing this stalemate. Okay. So I feel as though we just need to kind of like, but this was all about sleeping. How can we relax better so as that you can sleep late? Just stop trying to control things as much. I think it's maybe what your brain needs time to deactivate. It needs time to rest. If you're constantly trying to get all of your ducks in a row, if you're constantly trying to control everything, then your mind is constantly going to be active, and you're not going to be able to kind of um just relax and enjoy yourself, I guess. Um, so let yourself be taken to those kind of those unfamiliar zones. Yeah, the rules might change, and you're probably going to have to kind of relax into it and just kind of see where it takes you. Um, but that that seems to be the key. Oh, right, Donna, what do you think? What are your thoughts? A wee sip of tea. Oh, I'm interested in what you think, Donna. This is where it's good to be reading for someone in person because you can have a conversation. Um, Mindfulness as well. Um, so I'm just looking at taking a break to look at what I've got in front of me. Do you see how she's kind of got this blindfold on? She's not aware of what's happening around about her. She's not kind of just bringing herself to center and just relaxing for a bit. Similarly, this girl isn't really aware of what's happening around her because her environment's changing, but also she's underwater, so she's kind of seeing things through a lens that she's not used to. And then when you look at this card, they're all kind of looking in different directions. No one's kind of singing from the same hymn sheet. It's like everything's misaligned. So I feel as though mindfulness might help, just kind of taking that time to just center yourself, ground yourself. Maybe like kind of a meditation or something like that might help. Um, right, okay. I hope that was helpful, Donna. I'm sorry it was a bit all over the place. So you said yes, makes sense. I need to let go of all conflicting thoughts going around my head. Yeah, me too. I can relate. Okay, shall we? Shall I log back in and we'll see how we're doing for donations? Just going to do this. Just make myself disappear for a wee second. I'm still here, don't worry. Hey, we're back. Okay, so we are up to £322 and 93 pence, guys. So well done, everyone. And again, thank you so much. Whew, okay, so where are we? Ange's doing a fantastic mod job. Ange absolutely is. Thank you so much, Ange. That was the talk about in-laws, yeah. Was 5 months pregnant when you met your mother-in-law. So were you quite nervous then, Debbie? My son became our favourite grandchild. That's really sweet. Regina says it's good to be the queen of something. So Kimberly has said, could I ask the cards where I should look for inspiration to get my creativity back on track? Of course you can. So that's Kimberly. Where should you look for inspiration to get your creativity back on track? Well, of course, the Hermit, just like kind of a flipped round in my hand there, suggests for me, right, the Hermit and the Hierophant kind of tell different stories when it comes to these types of questions. Now, if you get the Hierophant, then that is generally it's like outside yourself. It's the community around about you. It's the tradition, or it's the teachers, or there's something to be learned that you've not yet learned, right? So the Hierophant is like going out with yourself. The Hermit, however, is the opposite. It's telling you to go within. It's saying you've got everything right now that you need in order to do whatever it is that you want to do. Um, so everything that you've got is within you. You just maybe need to recognize that. You maybe need to spend some time with yourself in order to kind of find that inspiration. And I know that that's not always helpful. It's not always easy to um, it's not always easy to kind of it's easier said than done is what I'm trying to say. But let's have a look anyway. So I had our Hermit just kind of a randomly turning round. But let's see. We've got this Six of Pentacles. Our Four and our Queen. See how these two are both looking off in that same direction, but she seems to have her eyes closed. She's not actually seeing the Queen that's off to her right. So there's definitely some aspect to yourself that you're not seeing right now. The Queen of Swords is this kind of a delicious combination of your head and your heart, your your brain and your intellect, and your heart, your emotions, your creativity. The kind of messages that you get from your subconscious. And the Queen of Swords is just this master of the two has the two things perfectly in balance. They're not someone who's like just this kind of a wee emotional kind of a artsy fartsy airy fairy, but you can't have a sensible conversation with them. That's not her, because she holds that sword proudly. Her intellect and her understanding of her environment is key to her, but equally she's not like stone cold and difficult to relate to because she's got no emotion in her. Like, far from it. She's a queen. She has that, she creates these safe environments for people to come together. So it's that kind of a delicious combination of the two that the Queen of Swords represents. And that to me is where this is kind of a going towards. Now, there might be a wee bit of rebalancing that needs to be done here with the Six of Pentacles. It's as though something's not quite right. In the very first reading, I was saying I was saying to someone, like, you need to kind of like rejig your priorities a wee bit, because it's as though everyone else is away up here and you're kind of not prioritizing yourself at all, and it's about rebalancing that scale. And Here we've got a kind of a similar thing. The two things that you're considering might be different, but there's something that needs to be rebalanced. Um, Potentially, we're getting a clue here in the middle. This person is holding on to what they've got for dear life because they're scared to lose it. They've worked hard to get to the position that they're in, and there's a kind of a poor village behind them, and they see how those people are, and they think, "Oh, I, I do not want to end up like them." But that makes them clutch on to their possessions. It makes them clutch on to where they've got so far. And actually, if this person was to look at the situation objectively, they might look at the money that they've got and this person say, well, actually, I could maybe invest some of that. If I opened up an ISA and invested that for a couple of years, then I might be able to, you know, if I've got £1,000 in here, then it might be, £2,000 after a couple of years or something, if I invest it sensibly. It's that kind of a thing. It's thinking about, what is it that you're scared to lose? What are you feared to lose? And um just question that, disturb that, agitate that situation. Okay. But it all comes down to, like I say, the queen with that balance of head and heart. Okay, so it's not going to be all in one direction. It's not like it's not like getting to a place where you don't care at all about the stuff that you've worked hard to build, but it's just it's agitating the kind of a position where you've got yourself to where it's that's the fear to lose it. Am I making sense? Do you know what I mean? Um, let's see. So Kimberly, you can let me know if that resonates. Let me know if it's ringing any bells with you. Now I appreciate the question that you've asked and the answer that I've given. I'm not really sure whether my answer addresses your question very well, but there might be something that I've said in there that strikes a chord with you. So you can let me know if it resonates or if it doesn't, or if it's helpful or if not. But I hope it is. Um, but yeah, inspiration to get creativity back on track. So I think it's just about kind of a sorting out this balance, and then that seems as though that'll follow. The Hermit makes perfect sense. We don't have the Hermit. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Oh, oh yeah, the Hermit jumped out at the start, didn't it? Sorry, beg your pardon. Um, I always find it difficult to get inspired when things are really familiar, so I always feel the need to go outside of my normal circumstances to be inspired. But I think that's just avoidance. The middle card makes a lot of sense in terms of taking new directions. Right, okay. Okay. So you think you're holding on to those familiar settings, that familiar environment in order to kind of just because it's what you're used to type thing. And this might be what that represents. Um, okay, let's get rid of you. Um, okay. Well, thank you very much for your question, Kimberly. I hope that was helpful. Ange says, just remember, if the band-aid is ripped off prematurely, the healing process must start all over again. Let the scab do its job. Uh, so the Six of Pentacles definitely has to do with the reciprocity in that area as well as some others, but that totally resonates. I'm glad lifestyle changes can assist in more relaxation and a better quality of sleep. Sometimes the smallest of changes in our lives can make the most positive impact, says Ange. Learn to float instead of struggle. Yeah. Kristen's got to go. Thank you so much for being here, Kristen. I really appreciate it. My PayPal's logged out again. Oh well. Don't mean to be intrude with my interpretations and downloads, but they're coming through strong. And I thought I'd share. No, you're fine. Don't apologise. Or don't feel as though you're intruding. Indigo Chrysalis Tarot. It's Heather, isn't it? I saw you on Gerald's channel. Hi, Heather. It's lovely to see you. And it was lovely to kind of meet you. Is that the right phrase? But it was nice to kind of see you on Gerald's channel. Um, Donna had said that makes sense. I need to let go of all control. Oh yeah, I think I'd read that out, didn't I? Thank you so much, Ange. Been working on incorporating a meditation practice into my daily routine, but I've been slacking off lately. I have to make the conscious choice to practice more regularly. Yeah, to be honest, I'm the same. I find it really difficult to kind of take that time just to center myself. Um, so Ange says, I find a steady daily meditation practice can be difficult to establish, Donna, but once you make it a priority, you'll notice such a profound shift that you'll make an effort to ensure that you do it. On the verge of that just before I backed off. Okay. Interesting that certain cards keep coming up. Yeah, I know that's true. And then sorry, Kimberly, you'd commented on your reading. So, okay, so I don't have anything else just now. If anyone else wants to ask a question, then please feel free to pop it in the chat, and I'd be more than happy to read for you. But yeah, this is going quite well. We seem to be doing well so far. So yeah, well done, guys. So has anybody got anything planned for the weekend? Anything exciting planned? I don't think I've got a lot on. I'm doing something on Saturday. So I've got a couple. So a couple of people had booked private readings, which is really exciting, and I'm really kind of I can't wait to do them. But yeah, I've got a couple of people who've kind of booked into private readings with me over Zoom. So I've got one tomorrow and one on Saturday to do. So that'll be really cool. And I'm excited to. It's just a bit different dynamic when you're reading for someone face to face almost as much as Zoom is face to face. Um, and yeah, I can't wait to do that. But other than that, I've not got terribly much on. But what about you guys? I am not sure if I think we've just gone a bit quiet. We've been reading, I guess, for a good hour and a bit, haven't we? So will those be the first private readings you've done? No, no, no. So I have done private readings before. I mean, I've been reading cards since I was really young. Been reading cards for must be about 25 years. So like when back then I kind of I did readings for like my mum and her friends and stuff like that. Um, I've done readings for people here and there over the years. I've done some Zoom. I've had some Zoom kind of a readings that I've done for people that we know in the community and stuff. Um, and obviously we do the roundtable readings as well, which is more like I suppose it's not private, but it's more like that face-to-face type reading. Um, so I have done it before, but I'm excited. Like I was saying that the pen still comes off. Like, I this must be coming up for a year ago that I did this. I'm pretty sure. That I edged that in metallic green, and yet the pen still comes off. So I don't know if this is ever going to dry. I think I'm just going to have to put up with every time I use this deck now. I'm going to get green hands, which is quite annoying, but it's my soul deck, and I can't really not read with it. Debbie is ready to leave. Ready to leave work. Good night, all. Thanks for the reading. I will message you about the deck. Brilliant, excellent, Debbie, and congratulations again on being the giveaway winner. Yeah. So Diane says, talk about bonding with your deck. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Like literally, what can you do? I was planning on being here until 11. That's well for another half hour. That's when I normally finish up. And I uh, don't know if I mean if we're finished up, then I suppose I can just finish there. Um, but let's see. So Diane says, Chris, can you do a Moon Baby Tarot daily draw reading for me? Sure, I absolutely can. Um, have you drawn the cards and you want to tell me what they are, or do you want me to draw from the Moon Baby Tarot? Got the Moon Baby here. Um, general energy, embrace this and let go of this. So you want me to draw cards for you? Is that hopefully I won't get this all green now because of my green hands. You draw from Moon Baby. Yep. Sure. How exciting. This isn't a deck that I pull out all that often to use. So Donna says, I pulled my weekly card from the Light Seers this week and got the Six of Pentacles, which came up in a couple of times tonight, so that's interesting. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. General energy, something to embrace and something to let go of. So, very lovely Diane's daily draw. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Four of Swords for the general energy. Something to embrace. We'll get the Hanged Man. So these are kind of on the same page because the Four of Swords suggests that the general energy is one of taking a bit of a break in order to build up that just kind of a re-establish a bit of mental peace, just peace of mind and mental stability. The Hanged Man is telling you to embrace the power and action, you know, the amount that you can get out of actually not doing anything. So when you come up against a situation, sometimes the right thing to do is to do nothing at all, and that can be what the Hanged Man is suggesting. And what to let go of. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, the Knights are people of action. Um, I mean, to me, if we're looking at this as your daily draw, and I don't know about you, Diane, but when I pull my daily draws, I kind of try and not be too grandiose with them. Sometimes it's just saying, well, today's, take a bit of a rest, take it for what it is, enjoy that rest, and just ap- appreciate that there is value in not doing anything sometimes. and what to let go of. Just the feeling that you constantly need to be productive, the feeling that there's constantly something to be done, something to be chipped away at. Sometimes that it's not. So there comes a point in the day where you've done what you've needed to do, and if if we can't appreciate that, if we can't tell ourselves that and allow ourselves to kind of reach that natural endpoint, then this is where and this is what we were talking about earlier on, when we were talking about kind of chilling out and being able to sleep a bit later. If your mind's constantly being like, yeah, but I've got this and this and this and this and this to do, then you're constantly going to kind of be frantic and feel as though you've got a list of this big. And yeah, so I think sometimes it's just seeing the value and kind of getting to the end of your day and just chilling out a bit. So yeah, do we see anything else here? I suppose that what's interesting here as well is like, so I'm looking at the kind of a clothing across the three cards. So we see this person is resting, but they still have their armor on. Okay. What to embrace, this person is in a state of rest, a state of inaction, you know, and they seem to have kind of taken off their armor. So they've kind of accepted that now is not the time to fight. Now it is genuinely the time to put up my armor away for the day, and completely give in to this kind of a state of rest. Here we see the person in full armor, so it's like what to embrace. It's like, just sorry, what to let go of. It seems to be your armor, Diane. Am I making sense? Donna, interesting. Ange has to step away for a bit. My kids want smoothies. That's really sweet. Thank you very much for everything you're doing, Ange. And absolutely, you go make some smoothies. So, Diane, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? Thanks, Chris. By the way, the fingers on my left hand are sore from playing my new ukulele. Maybe I should take a break from the ukulele for the day. Donna says I can highlight them here. A lot of slowing down, pausing energy there. Looks like take a rest, pause, get new perspective, then move slowly. Right, okay, so you're just kind of seeing this as a story that's playing out. Um, and then Diane says bye, Ange. Okay, so yeah, I hope that was helpful for you, Diane. And yeah, anyone got anything else for me? Love the restful energy. Yeah, sometimes we just need it, don't we? Have you been using the Moon Baby each day this week, Diane? Or have you been kind of making a point working with this deck? Oh dear. What's the donation total? Oh, the four. So, hey Justin, how you doing? And the Four of Swords, it looks like ukulele strings. You play the ukulele, don't you, Justin? What's the donation total? I will tell you in just a moment. Bear with. In fact, I don't even need to do that, do I? I'm still here, by the way. I can just press deactivate and then it disappears. And then once I've managed to get myself sorted. So the donation total is £322.93. So do we want to know what that is in dollars? In dollars, that's $422.63. So I think that's amazing that we've managed to raise that much. One of my friends did put £100 towards that, I have to say. So £233, sorry, £222.93. Let's see. Sounds like your fingers need a rest, says Donna. Diane is learning the ukulele. Been playing it non-stop since I got it. It hurt, but it's a good hurt. Thank you for pulling cards for me. Hope you get bunches of donations. Thank you so much, Danielle. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. It means a lot. Justin says it's better to play 5 or 10 minutes a day than 2 hours a week, so you don't wear yourself out. Develop a regimen. Yeah, I should be doing the same with piano, but I'm rubbish at it. Like I'm rubbish at getting into a routine, just because time, isn't it? Everything's about time and having the time to do stuff. Uh, okay, where are we for time? Speaking of time, right, we're on 20 minutes to 11. I'm not sure whether I don't think I've got any more questions coming in just now. Unless Justin, you've just popped in. Are you wanting to ask a wee question of the cards? Do you want me to pull some cards for you? Or are we pretty much done for the night, do we think? I was playing, the Ronettes, Be My Baby. I was playing that song at my piano lesson today. That's kind of in my head now, the wee tune. So Justin says, no, it's okay. I have to do my dream spread later. No worries. Okay, well, we shall leave it there, guys. So the total, like I said, the total so far, because I'm still kind of I'm planning and building it up over the month. I've got some private readings to do, and I'm going to put into it as well because I've not put anything in yet. What I was going to do was wait until the end and then make it up to like a nice total, if you know what I mean. So £322.93 is where we are. £222.93 of that has been our community. It's been our online community that have raised that. So that's an absolutely amazing figure. Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Um, and yeah, Justin says Phil Spector was the true, genuine of that song. Sadly, he was nuts. Yes, I think on the music that my teachers made up, it does credit Phil Spector as being the writer, but don't know if I'm misremembering that now. Actually, anyway, never mind. Um, Right, guys, I'll love yous and leave yous. I hope that everybody has an amazing weekend. Remember, if you want to have a private reading over Zoom, there's no like set amounts or anything. It's just for, again, it's just for a wee donation towards the cause. So, and again, like it's not something I'm going to be like stringent about. I'm just I'm encouraging donations. So if you want to set one up, then get in touch with me either by email, elementalcartomancy@gmail.com, or you can use my other one, which you've now seen as my PayPal. But you can get me on Facebook as well, or you can get me on Instagram at Elemental Cartomancy and send me like a direct message there. Slide into my DMs, as it were. But yeah, thank you so much. I've really had a great time. I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, take care. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you all later, guys. Bye bye.